Not long ago, I was standing at a crossroad, facing a decision that will shape the trajectory of my life. Fresh into high school, armed with dreams in hand, instead of accepting what seemed to be required, I chose critical thinking, which entailed in determining my values and evaluating the positives and the negatives involved in each valid career option while critiquing on societal opinions. The market futures seemed like a tangled web, made of shadowy pathways, each twisting and turning, leading me to the abyss of nowhere, like a labyrinth of uncertainty and bewilderment. Some roads shone with wealth, and some with the promise of faith, and some about creativity and the reason for my being. I was unsure what road appealed the most. It was more confusing than enlightening to my soul. In the midst of uncertainty, I stumbled upon a multitude of varied career options, which from the surface seemed like the answer for my quest of stability. But it was like adding more paths to a crossroad. Paths by societal standards appeared to be the epitome of success, which is the usual path you hear, which is study hard, graduate, and become doctor or engineer. While don't get me wrong, these professions offer valuable contributions to society, but it's important to acknowledge that success can be subjective and take on various forms. Personal fulfillment and meaningful impact are as equally valid measures of success that extend beyond the confines of conventional success and societal expectations and traditional career paths. Yet in the secluded chambers of my heart, a voice whispered, urging me to pause and ponder. It was a moment that demanded critical thinking, more than just seemingly an acceptance of a straightforward offer. It got me contemplating not just the immediate values, but the long-term implications that will align with my values and growth beyond confines of conventional growth. The introspective journey marked the awakening of my critical thinking. It wasn't about solving problems, but it was about questioning assumptions, challenging the norms, envisioning a future beyond the horizon, a battle against cognitive bias, and accepting fate and acting upon our own decisions, and breaking down the mysteries of existence. It wasn't merely a skill to be applied in academically pursuits, but it was the compass guiding us through life's complexities. As we embark on this journey, critical thinking the foundation of success, let me draw parallel to other stories. For example, the story of the moon landing, the Apollo 11 mission, which was led by the commander Neil Armstrong. This journey was tremendously entailed with critical thinking. It wasn't easy. Like risk assessments, leading under pressure, and team and collaborative work, and learning from your past failures. These aspects are filled with critical thinking. It wasn't as merely as wearing an astronaut suit and going to the airport and asking the desk lady for a ticket to the moon. Also, let us consider the entrepreneurial resilience and the mathematical foresight. These tales, much like my own, demanded a pause for reflection and the application of critical thinking in the face of uncertainty. Also, let us consider the art of analogy, that profound meaning that illuminates the profound meaning without explicit mention. Picture life as a maze, its walls decorated with tantalizing dead ends and enticing shortcuts. Critical thinking becomes the lantern that guides us through the proper course and illuminates the proper course ahead through our clutches that bends and winds through an actively celebrated future. As we unravel the significance of critical thinking, may we draw inspiration from our personal and shared narratives that echo the sentiment that success is not a journey, is not a destination, but a journey navigated with thoughtful consideration. Today, let us celebrate the quiet victories that come from critical thinking, not only made in big decisions, but also short decisions, like a workplace situation, or raising cultural awareness, or a social media literacy. In both our individual life and as a collectively large force shaping the world around us. Thank you.